Hey there, this is Tom's Tech Show, and today we are going to be going over the photos that I took while out on Santa Cruz Island. Hey there, Tom's Tech Show. Today I'm going to be going over just some pictures that I took and stuff on my trip out on Santa Cruz Island. I'm going to edit one of them, and we'll see how that goes, see what that looks like. Going to the beginning of the trip, we were going through the camp area and stuff in the beginning, and there was this windmill here, and I looked at some different angles of it. There's like this, it just wasn't thrilling me. I moved down a little bit, and it's still not thrilling me, so I kept moving a little bit more, and then I found this little road that went out to the windmill. And so I thought, that makes it a bit more interesting. Some leading lines, leading path that's going in there. We're going to remove chromatic aberrations and enable profile corrections. And I do notice in this, I'm going to do some cropping here, that this white up here is very distracting. So I want to kind of bring down and it doesn't really add anything to the photograph. So I think I'm just going to bring that down, and we'll leave the detail of the rocks and hills and everything behind it with the path that's here, going up through that seems to me to be much better. We're still going to drop highlights down a little bit, not as much as if there were clouds, but there's not really much. A few shadows there to open up, and whites and blacks. I usually tick up the whites a little bit and blacks down a little bit. Probably less blacks down a little bit, because you can watch your histogram up here and see where you are. And then just add a tick of clarity and a tick of saturation to kind of bring the green and everything out. So I don't know if I want to do anything like exposure wise to the windmill. I don't. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I might add a little bit of exposure, brighten up maybe we'll just brighten. That's what we'll do. We'll just brighten up the windmill part up here. There you go. Exposure. Oh, that's a circle. I don't want a circle. I just want a brush. Give me a brush. Here we go. A brush, and then we'll just kind of give the blades just a little bit of brightness. Go really down far and give the little metal fin on the end a little bit of brightness. How does that look? That's better. So that gives, I want to draw the eye to that. I want to be able to say, what is that's interesting about this? I don't want to make it a little bit brighter. Okay. So there we go. Now we've got the road. We've got the brightness of the windmill there. I like that. I can add my typical little bit of sharpening and some noise reduction. I just pump it up just a little bit. This lens is very noisy. The camera and sensor are really noisy. So you get what you get, kind of thing. So, and then I might add just a little. I kind of do a little bit of vignetting. I don't want to go too far, but I usually go too far, and then I go back and go, okay, right about there is good. Okay, so that I really like. It's a path that's going through there. It's kind of leading. The background is interesting, but since I brightened up the windmill blades, it makes it, kind of help your eye to stay there on the windmill, and the path is leading to the windmill. Okay, that I really like. All right. So just to kind of go over a couple other photos that were there. We did have some flowers that were there. That one's not very good. Let's go. There's this one that I've edited kind of already. I like, the water droplets. It had been raining, so that was really good because it had been raining, which means you get the, nice dew drops on the flowers and everything when we were there at first. Of course, as the day went on, the sun came out and all the little water droplets went away. But I did do this one. So there's a part where there's just a big field of these yellow flowers, and I'm like, well, there wasn't anything that interesting behind it. So often I will take the camera and just stick it down in there and shoot straight up from inside the flowers. And the sun just happened to be, I was at f/22, so that gives me that very star effect on the sun. So it really, the focus kind of hit okay and stuff. So you're kind of shooting blind in there, just kind of, because you can't get down underneath it. You got to just hold the camera out there and hit the button. Sometimes you have to do manual focus because it's not able to focus on stuff. But that one came up pretty good. I really liked that one. So, and then we had another part where we're looking out over one of the edges and the cliffs. As you go into the island and you go up quite high. My Fitbit said we went up 40 some staircases to get up this high. Then everything after that is just cliffs all the way across the edge of the island there. So there's some of these overlooking areas where you can see that. You can't go on every overlooking area because some of them the edge is convex, and you get to that, and if you go too close to the edge, you're not coming back. So we did get to a spot where just before Potato Harbor, there was another spot and had just this big long outcropping here. And right in the end, there's a nice little, opening in the rock. And just, the clouds and everything coming across, just really like that. Also, and here, okay, this is, Potato Cove or Potato Harbor. I don't know how harbor it is. It looks more cove-ish to me. But if you look down here in the water, you can see there's all these little lines and stuff all over. That's not any kind of strange lens effect or anything else. There's just a gigantic school of fish that swim in the harbor. So I guess if you could get down there, there isn't a path that goes down there. You could do some fishing and stuff down there. I did on my way back have to stop and take a picture of this, which is, ominous and foreshadowing. If you see a crow on a sign that says trail closed, you have to take that picture, right? You just have to. Okay. So I did do, this is kind of an odd picture. What I did was I had my, I don't have it with me, my bag's in the other room. I had my little mirror, my little pop out, reflector, and this was completely in the shade. So, and the sun, the sun's like at 2 o'clock, 2:30. So you're not really taking any good pictures by that time. And, because there's no contrast or anything else. It's just bright sun. So this was in the shade. So I stuck my reflector out in the sun and kind of threw light into it so that it's sideways. And it's really, you can see how contrasty this is, how you got these really dark and really light areas in the flower, just making it kind of like, wow, it's like explode kind of thing. So I really, really liked that. We'd gone past it and everybody else was walking on in the group. And I said, and I turned around and went back and said, I'm going to go do that. I brought this dang reflector. I'm going to use it for something, darn it. So I did. So, and I liked the result quite a bit. There was also this spot where, at the front where there was water, and I'm like, okay, water means reflections, and let's see what we can do. There was a kid there throwing rocks into the water and making ripples, and I wish he wouldn't have been, but I'm like, I'm going to deal with it. We'll be fine. So I was able to kind of come up with this image. There's nothing super interesting about it. It's an okay kind of landscapey thing with a reflection, but it's not, but it's what I had and it's what I could do at the time. So I said, hey, let's do it. It's good practice. Let's put it that way. And then on the other side, from where I'm standing in this picture, if I turn around completely 180, then out there are these rocks out in the ocean, and they have another hole in them. It's a lot of things out there on the Channel Islands that have holes in them and little openings and stuff in them, just all over the place. which is cool because then it makes nice, photography. But this is the little kayaky people were swimming in between here and stuff, and I just thought that was interesting. It caught a wave crashing on the side of it, so that was pretty cool. At the very end of the trip, we were on the boat, and I haven't edited this at all, but there's a spot in this rock where there's kind of a cave kind of thing right inside where this is, and as you can see the waves coming up to the rock, and when they swell up, it compacts in that cave, and that cave kind of sprays them out up to like 30-40 feet out, and it comes out sideways, which is kind of funny because if I go through the pictures here, it goes there, then it starts coming out, and then blowing out, like a sideways kind of whale blowhole thing, but it's going sideways. It was very, very interesting. So I haven't edited those at all or done anything with them. Just was kind of interesting on our way back. So, all right, well, that is my set of pictures and some of the edits and things that I did while I was off on Santa Cruz Island. If you have anything and the other, stop that. Let's go. Okay, well, those are the pictures that I had and took out at Santa Cruz Island. I will post these pictures. Most of them will be up on thomasnelsonphotography.com. That is linked from tomstechshow.com. It's a vicious circle. So those will be there. Some of them might go up into the Facebook group, Facebook page, which is facebook.com/tomstechshow. And then this video, of course, is going to be on YouTube. So, well, thanks for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you maybe saw something or learned something, or maybe it inspired you to go out to one of the Channel Islands and kind of take pictures. It's pretty fun out there. There are foxes running around that don't really care about people, and they're cute. They're like small, way bigger than a Chihuahua, but they're small. They're like a small kind of dog size. We're running around, so they're pretty cute. All right, so I do videos like this, and I do videos about movies and TV, and of course Marvel and falling picture. Not good. Hold on. Emergency. It's still in its plastic, so I can't, I don't want to take it out of its plastic, right? But I do videos about that, blah, blah, blah. Of course, photography and my regular day job, my technical day job, I do videos about that as well. So if you like any of those things, subscribe to my channel, and you will continue to get them. And if you like this video, then if you like it, then like it. Well, that's kind of weird. We'll push the thumbs up button so that I'm just saying right here, right now, Kitty needs food, and he's hungry all the time, and he's very, very upsettable if he doesn't have his food. That's a big problem for me. But anyway. All right. Well, thanks for watching this one, and take care.